Holy smokes. It's not a joke. You have a choice from the ECB. The huge whale just sold his huge Bitcoin investment, and $7 trillion will be saved. Why did he do this? Does this signal the market is going to go down? Hey, pretty people. We're going to discuss about Bitcoin and XRP. All I want from you is for you to smile at me and send forth nice vibrations. Smash that like button, because Sunday likes are free. Don't tell me I don't spoil you. Just take your phone like this. This is now a lesson. Is that right? You take this finger and go boop. That's how you want the like button to work. You hit the button that says like. Is that right? The best instruction ever. You can't refute it. Let's get started. So this week, if you look at the economy, not much is going on. We obtained the minutes from the Fed's meeting. On Wednesday, we got the initial jobless claims and the first revision of the GDP on Thursday, which will be fascinating. Why? A lot of people are paying attention to the GDP because of the recession. Is that right? In order to be in a recession, one of the things that needs to happen is 2 quarters of negative GDP. Is that right? That will be fascinating then. I think the markets will pay attention to that. The Fed prefers to look at the PCE, which is the preferred inflation indicator, on Friday, so that may be an interesting situation too, but not too big, is that right? Last words that are famous. Not much going on this week till Wednesday. So there is no trading on the stock market on Monday. On Tuesday, we'll see how the market reacts to the news from Trump regarding Europe and the new tariffs over the weekend. And you know, the crypto market hasn't been as exciting as I thought it would be. It's been really boring since Friday and Saturday, and it even went down a little. And today, so far, it's been a little in the red. We go and look at the bubbles, and they are crimson. Is that right? We'll talk about the whale in a minute, and why he opted to close his position. I think his name is James Wynn. But you know, this is a strange circumstance. I just saw this meme that I wanted to show you from a bearable bull. We talked about him this week, that's right. He came back after a break and showed himself. He tweeted this, and it's DJ Khaled, but I don't know who he is. I assume he's a man that started some type of fad or something. You know, he's very strong. They are running together. Is that right? I'll show you the meme. So, DJ Khaled is supposed to be Bitcoin, while XRP is the strong guy. It's like, wow, XRP is pretty strong, isn't it? I think this is a bad meme for XRP because the guy with the muscles is running at the same speed as DJ Khaled. This means that the guy who is already in shape isn't really running too well. And the guy who has a lot of weight to lose, has a lot of potential, is running at the same speed as the buff guy. So, I don't know what to say. You may read this meme that way, but I get it. It means that XRP is going to be a lot more hot. People like DJ Khaled, and maybe his financial account too. Very hot. I don't know what to say. Maybe it's in the eyes of the person looking at it, isn't it? But it will be interesting to observe how the markets respond and move throughout the weekend and into the holiday. In the past, holidays haven't been too, crazy for the crypto market, at least not on holiday weekends. There was a lot of chatter, though, that they would try to flush out the big whale, James, and he closed his position. So he lost his 1.2 Bitcoin position, and he wrote, "James, this is what has scared me." Oh my God, if I'm incorrect, isn't it? Kyle Chase wrote this. I don't want to play Kyle's video here. So that Kyle's video gets more views, go watch it. Is that right? You won't go see it if I just play it. But Kyle is mostly talking about how we spoke about Benjamin's tweet about how there has always been a 10 to 15% downturn after a golden cross in Bitcoin's history. And I suppose he started to see Bitcoin dip below 108,000 and perhaps get close to 107,000. And don't forget that his liquidation was $1.05. I guess he became a little scared about that and closed his position. It's fine. Is that right? If the position started moving the other way and he wanted to de-risk, I would be a little spooked out too. He might open his post again. Keep in mind that he made a lot of money. I don't know how much money he made in total, but he is a high-risk trader that uses leverage. And so, you see, even the largest traders sometimes close the position with a loss. Yes? So that's something you should always keep in mind. He took away some of the risk, and we sometimes have to do the same thing. That's just how the game works. You know, not everyone has the job of holding the position forever and ever. It's something that's highly risky, especially with leverage, and you have to pay for the funding. And every day he kept the post open, he had to pay that. Even though the costs for funding are still relatively minimal, it's still something. Is that right? And that was the end of his job. We'll see if he reopens the job. And if that means something. You can see that XRP is currently at $2.03, 30 cents on the 4-hour chart for XRP, and Bitcoin, down 1% for the day. The trend is still going, although the support is not really there. Okay? But the support at $2.27 looks like it slipped a little below it. We might get the trend line again, like this, and say, oh yeah, okay, isn't it? It's still going in that direction. But it actually hasn't held the trend. It broke over the trend, but it hasn't gone down much since then. I think the whole crypto market is fine, We backed off a little, let's find out what's going on. If the 13.48 EMA on the 4-hour chart crosses over, it may be intriguing for Ethereum, so keep an eye on that. Bitcoin is still a little bit away from that happening, but you can see that as we crossed over, it went up nicely. Just because we cross from the top to the bottom doesn't indicate there will be a large sell-off. Sometimes there is, and sometimes there isn't. That's a possibility, but you should just look at the 4-hour chart, since I know a lot of algorithms are set up to trade on the 1348 EMA, which might spark a sell-off. If there are a lot of liquidations, there might be a rolling sell-off. So just be aware that this could happen. Okay? I wanted to give you this. We talked a lot about the European Central Bank and the possibility of a CBDC. It seems like people in Europe and the US are scared about China and the US, but they might be moving in completely opposite paths. So now Trump is with the terrorists and says he won't even talk to them at the table. Trump claims there won't be a CBDC in America. Europe is like, yes, CBDC. But first, let's hear what she had to say. And then I'll tell you what I think about this. The digital euro is moving. The ECB's Governing Council gave the go-ahead for the start of the planning phase yesterday. It will be a long path, and we will walk it with the legislator to make sure